Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as therapy session for figuring out adulthood.
Loving each other.
Of Finding Brack and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Or we're going to go back with Niram and Nyambi. Y'all, we got to get this Shout Out Friday done. We got Shout Out Fridays going back weeks and weeks. So we just got to get this done. This whole episode just going to focus on Shouting Out Friday, reading the emails, listening to the voicemails so we can be damn caught up.
Mm-hmm.
Did you realize it's been this late?
Yes.
I didn't. I only thought we missed 2. Why you look at me like that?
You only thought we missed 2?
2 or 3.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, who is you?
I'm Niram.
And I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 295. Y'all.
Hey.
It's Shout Out Friday. It's Shout Out Friday.
Tell folks how to do it now.
Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. Follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black with no K. If you are trying to leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts, you know you got to open that Apple Podcast. You got to hit that search button. You got to type in Black Love Matters. You got to scroll on down where it's going to say reviews. Hit that, write a review. Say something dope. Leave 5 stars. And we'll shout you out on Fridays. Or whatever day we decide to do it.
Oh. Did you say whatever day we decide to do it?
Sometimes.
Yeah, we might be doing some revamping in 2020.
Yeah,
but we're still going to have a space where we highlight reviews, emails, and all that type of stuff. So that's not going nowhere.
Exactly.
Perfect.
So you got to check in. What's going on with you?
Actually, I don't have much. I'm just happy to be getting closer and closer to the holiday season. About half of my direct reports are heading out. Half of them are going to be working from home. Half of them are going to be gone. So I'm super excited for them to leave. Is that weird?
Mm-mm.
It's almost like, I don't know. I don't feel like a parent, but you know when we just be shipping people out? Look, you heading on out?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll see you next year. Like, I think we all just need that break. So I'm a little thankful for it. Actually, I don't plan on taking any time off. I'm going to just take off the holiday. Or like, you know, when we're closed on the holiday, I'm going to just take that off.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think I'm going to just work from home the other days and just take some time to do some cleaning of my own professional life. So really get my inbox tightened up. Think of maybe a new organization system for it. Clean my desktop up. Some of the projects that I'm lead on, really flesh them out. Like that's the type of stuff I plan on doing. Because as y'all know, like it's just been some not restructuring in my org, but like rearranging of responsibility. One of my counterparts is going out on pat leave. So
is somebody calling?
Somebody calling. You know, tell them we're gonna do a podcast.
Oh, they stopped calling.
Okay, good.
Oh.
It's going out, and so they mean all their people going to. Oh, did I tell you that, Nero?
No.
All their people gonna roll up to me. Why everybody laugh?
What you mean they rolled up to you?
Like be under me. I am gonna be their manager now. What do you think about that?
You a boss bitch.
No, what do you really think about that? You think that's too many?
You a boss bitch.
I think it's like there'll be like 16 people total.
You a boss bitch. You about to go ahead and get promo then. You stepping up and managing 30 people and shit.
I don't know if that count. You know, my org be like, you know, just because you're doing the same thing over and over, that don't mean you promotion ready.
Well, shit.
You know, my org be funny. They be like, if you could just keep doing the same thing over and over, cool.
But it's more people.
But it's still the same thing. It's nothing. Anyway, we don't got to talk about this on the podcast. So we're going to be doing that and just figuring out how I can best support my folks.
You talking about for old dude?
Yes.
They just rolled up. You should have just took the position then.
What position?
His old position.
It ain't no old position. What are you talking about? We created it.
His position.
It ain't take. We created his position because we needed help.
Damn.
He be back in March. What is it there? And you can even see the direct report. They kind of rolled their eyes. They was like, "We out of here." What's up? Weezy out. What's
Weezy
the
out of here?
And they just left. And I feel like the song of Meek Mills came on as they went. So I need to figure out just how to do that well. Because the thing I have to be careful of is when it comes to my review, it's not as much on project work. It's really off of how well I manage my people. So they could destroy me. They can Mortal Kombat my ass. They can finish her if I do a shitty job of balancing all these people.
So what you gonna do? 5-minute meetings?
No, I think I'm gonna just go bi-weekly. And that's sad that'll solve it. Because everybody tell me I'm team too much. Because I meet with my folks every week. Every week in detail if they got something to update or not. I want to meet with them. Like, if there's nothing to update professionally, we talking about personal stuff. If it's nothing personal, we talking about career development. Like, I meet with them every single week, and I already have 11 or 10 direct reports. So I meet with them. So I have 10 hour-long meetings with my direct reports every week. So adding his people instead of just doing my 10 direct reports, I would just like split it up like 8 and 8 a week. So honestly, I might be getting back time. If that sounds weird, because I'm gonna just meet with them every other week. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Even people like they like, yeah, I meet my direct reports every week. I don't meet them for no damn hour. But ain't that my job? Am I doing too much?
Well, you always been about over and beyond.
What the hell does that supposed to mean?
You extra. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, Nia, Nadifa, all y'all niggas is extra.
Your boss don't be meeting with you for an hour a week.
No, I ain't seen my boss in a week and a half.
That don't count if she on vacation. See, that's how y'all direct reports. We gonna get reviews and talk about I ain't seen Nyambi the whole week of Thanksgiving. I was in Jamaica.
I ain't seen my boss in a week and a half.
That's how y'all be. Like, shit, I can't go to Jamaica. Meanwhile, God forbid y'all go on vacation. You talking about work-life balance. So I need to think that out. And then the last thing, I also need to think about how to support my direct report because her father passed away suddenly this week. And it just hit the whole team really hard. And because we are a really, really close-knit team. And it was sudden. It was in the middle of the night. And I don't know. And just figuring out how to. And she's like younger and definitely unexpected. So I'm just trying to figure out how to best support her. Lucky for my company. Just the perks. This is what I'm talking about, just blessings of where you need to work out. The blessings of my company, you get unlimited bereavement. So there's no time frame. Sis literally can be gone for an entire year. Come back, and her job going to be right where it left it. So even as a manager, those are things.
And still get paid?
And, yeah. I think, well, I ain't about to put the whole policy out there. But I think, like, after so many months, it's like a gradual adjust down.
Oh.
So after, like, 6 months.
You just put your ass on FMLA or something like that?
No, FMLA is not getting paid. At my company, you do get paid. But it's just an adjustment down. But you take a whole, like, year before we need to think of other options. Right? And that in itself, and just being able to deliver that message as a manager felt so, I don't know, like, I could back up what I was saying. Be with your family. And of course, I'm always going to say, I don't care if they only gave you 2 days of bereavement. It's more important to be with your family than anything else. But being able to say, truly go be with your family. Do not worry about your paycheck. Do not worry about your bonus. I will work with HR to make sure you get paid and get everything you need. Like, as a manager, that just feels really good. Right? Because I feel like that's one thing that I can help with to take off her plate during this tumultuous time. So, I just have moments when I'm with my company where it's like, oh, this is why I'm here. Because, to go to other companies, they'll send you a raggedy-ass basket with some hard-ass cheese and meat and tell your ass to be back on Monday. But for the company to be like, take as much time as you need. That's the gift.
Yeah. So, take that time. Go travel around the world.
Do what you need to do. Go, because your life has changed now. And figure out what that means now. All right, Naren, what's going on with you?
So I went to therapy yesterday.
Thank God.
It's always good.
I went to therapy yesterday too.
Oh, you didn't even talk about that. You
ain't
didn't
nothing
let
to
me
talk
know.
about.
You didn't even tell me you went to therapy and you was all up in my therapy business.
Yeah, because you almost said her name. I think y'all niggas stay talking about me.
Ain't nobody talking about you, Nyambi.
And I ain't realized until you start hinting. I think them niggas is talking about me.
Nyambi got all sensitive because he's like, I be talking about you.
I sure don't be talking about
blah, blah, blah. You ain't nothing in my life.
I ain't say that. But I said I don't be talking about you in therapy.
Said, what you be and I said, sometimes I'll be talking about you because you are, what I said, you one of the pain points in my lives.
I said,
what pain point is this? Nigga, talk to me. I said, no, I'm talking to my therapist about it.
And the therapist won't talk to me. Oh, fuck HIPAA. I want to run up on her.
What pain points did I provide in Niam's life?
I want to run up on her on the side of the street. You niggas keep see, this is why black people can't do therapy. Keep my name out your mouth.
Ain't nobody Nyambi.
What?
Sometimes you are a pain point.
I am not a pain point.
Yes,
I don't be talking about you like that.
Okay. That's cool. Sometimes I got to talk about you because you're a pain point.
What's the last thing you talked about me about?
I'd rather keep it between my therapist.
Did she tell you to say that?
No.
I think she be giving you scripts.
Sometimes.
I don't like that.
Why?
I talked to my therapist. I'm still trying to process what she said. Y'all know I've talked about, like, I'm coming to the end of, like, a resolution in my life and the point I'm working with. And she's like, you won and you need to process that. And I don't know if I totally receive it. And she was like, why was that the second thing you told me?
Mm.
Like, you give updates, and I think it was like the second or third thing I said.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, why was that the third thing you said? Nero, do you have thoughts? You want to psychoanalyze me?
Yeah, no. I think we already had a conversation about this, but yes, you won. You won.
Nero, what's your update?
You won. You the baddest bitch in this contest. Stand up and raise your hand.
Shout out to Mabel. What happened to you?
So I talked to my therapist, and we talked about how every year around Christmas I get sad.
Oh my God, y'all know Christmas and Nero's birthday is hard on Nyambi.
So we've been this year of therapy has been living life as I like to call it, living life like a white man. Even though she said something else, like
celebrating it, right?
Like celebrating, or it was some type of like extensive ass thing, and I was like, oh, so live life like a white man. She's like, yeah, you can put it like that.
You don't take notes in therapy?
No. Another pain point. Now I got to go to my therapist. Now y'all be shaming me because
I didn't shame you. I just asked you.
No, okay. I don't.
Okay.
So living life like a white man. So we talked about like past traumas. Niggas breaking in my house, stealing my gifts.
Nero.
What?
Okay.
See, you let me live my life. I'm trying to live my life like a white man.
Let's keep reliving it.
Yes.
What happened, Nero?
You know how white men be. They keep telling you the same story.
Tell us when they came in and took your Sega.
They took my Super Nintendo.
Oh, that was it.
It just came out too. And all I ever wanted in this world was
And what your mom
Nintendo.
say?
It's like, I don't know what to tell you. It's gone.
Uh-huh.
And I just remember we was out celebrating, then giving gifts to the needy and shit.
No, you weren't.
I know. I'm just making this shit up.
I know.
And then we came back and that door was wide open and the lights was on. And my mom being like, did you leave the lights on? It's like, no. And then my dad pulled that gun out the glove compartment. I said,
out of the car?
Yeah.
What
This is back when niggas just had guns.
What the Nikki Burns is happening?
And so he went first while we was on the sidewalk. And all you can hear is, fuck, they got us.
Who is they? Niggas.
Niggas.
Oh, they was watching that. Honestly, that was somebody's neighbor. Y'all probably could have walked a couple houses and found that.
Niggas. That's what it was. So let's talking about that and talk about, what would life look like if I didn't have to relive that trauma over and over again.
But you're not juxtaposing. Am I saying that right? Juxtaposing? No, that ain't. Juxtaposing? Juxtaposition. That's what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to say just the singular of that.
Mm-hmm.
You're not putting that against how Nero and I have been celebrating Christmas for all these years. And Nero, I literally have not played a Christmas song. I have not put up the Christmas tree. I have not put up a wreath. Only thing we do is give Mabel her advent calendar treat daily.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, guess what? I was okay with what?
You was okay with that. And I was okay with that too, because, we're talking about.
And then Nero gonna come in and say what?
Let me finish.
I would like to have North Pole at the house. And
I
I'm
did
like,
not say that.
out of the last 15 years we done celebrated Christmas together, every year a bitch go out. Even when a bitch don't got money, I am literally scrounging together my $15 to go to Christmas tree shops to buy some cheap ass garland. And to buy some flowers so I can make some cookies and a big dinner. And usually Nero, I'm like, oh, Nero, look, I made 12 days of cookies. I don't like sugar. Like, in the first year, I was like, you know what? Cool. Honestly, if we had meatballs on Christmas Day, I'm cool. And Nero come with what?
Well, let me finish my story.
Go ahead.
So she was like, what would life look like if you just lived life like a white man, like you keep saying? And it's like, have some joy. Like, do you have to watch Roots this year? Because my tradition, which I haven't even started yet.
Thank God, I didn't say much about that.
Just start watching Roots and all the other sad black movies.
And we just watch them on loop until New Year's Eve.
Yes,
honestly, until Nia's birthday.
It's like, how about you watch some black Christmas movies? And it's like,
and ain't Oprah got nothing but black Christmas movies.
You don't like black Christmas movies.
You don't even watch any. How do you know what you like, Nero?
Because they be so bad. The Best Man Holiday was so bad that I don't even want to see
it. Wasn't bad.
Black negativity. Black negativity.
Yeah, black negativity was bad.
That was bad.
But there's some other ones on NBT that you might like. Why don't you watch the hood ones with like Snoop Dogg and all them?
Friday
and stuff.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, so we can't watch National Lampoon. That's too white. Oh, that's the best Christmas movie.
So she was like, and she's like, well, have you ever had a real Christmas tree? It's like, no, not ever. Like, no. Like, how about you go get one? It's like, you can't go find one. She said, there's a bunch of them. I can give you a list of them. We go get you one. And I'm like, I'm reluctant. She said, find some joy. Get some joy, nigga. I was like, I know my therapist getting too comfortable with me. She called me nigga. Get some joy, nigga.
That's why everybody was like, nah, we should be a therapist. I was like, oh, I'll be cussing y'all out in therapy.
Get some joy,
I will be
nigga.
cussing y'all out daily in therapy.
So I came home, and while, Naomi was sitting on, I said, guess what, baby?
I said, what?
We getting a Christmas tree. We gonna do 12 days of cookies. Today's the 13th. We got 12 days of Christmas.
So we got to start this shit tomorrow.
Go get some cookies,
What my
nigga.
face look like now? What? People can't see.
And Naomi, God damn it.
What you...
The time I finally realized, like, you know what, cool, we ain't gotta do no tree, we ain't gotta do none of this shit. Here comes your ass talking about you wanna have a winter wonderland. All these years I've been asking you to get a damn tree.
I've been lifting shit by myself. I've been putting the tree up by myself.
That's a lie. You've been forcing me to put that damn tree.
Yeah, because I can't do it alone. I done
fucking
put on
tree.
Donnie Hathaway.
Nah, this nigga want to come back and live his life like a fucking white man. And
got my Christmas candle. I ain't even buy no Christmas candle.
So my assignment for therapy was to get a real Christmas tree
and celebrate Christmas
and make some Christmas cookies.
God damn it!
God damn it! Now, see,
because it's a mode you got to be in to be ready to do this shit. Because it's not, y'all know that do Christmas. Christmas is not a 30-minute event. Christmas is like days and weeks and planning and getting your shit together. Like, Christmas is a thing. And then you make the cookies, then you make them for what? So then we got to find a movie and event to do. We're going to have 10 dozen cookies. So then we got to pack them up, take it to your job and my job. And my people are already wheezy out. So that means my big ass going to have to eat some of them, half of them.
Or you just throw them out.
No, we're not. Absolutely not. We're way too poor for that. Way come from poverty to do shit like that. Throw them out?
Yeah.
Don't fix your mouth to say that. We're gonna get rid of them. And then that turns into like brunch. And what do we need to make? And what do we need to wear? And like, it's a whole shit.
See, and now I'm getting overwhelmed.
Then we're gonna see fucking lights. Because that's what you do. Ice skating. I ain't buy no signature hot chocolate. Well, get ready for this weekend.
I'm trying to live my life like a white man. And then, I got this careful black woman who's stunting. I can't even put it out. Stunting my growth.
I'm not studying your growth. Then we got to buy our live Christmas tree. We got to buy the thing where it sit in water so it don't die.
Mm-hmm.
Do that come with it? You know, blacks. I shouldn't say blacks. I do know black people with real Christmas trees, but often we don't. Usually that's Huxtable black who buy real Christmas trees. We just keep the same one for 20 years. And as it get thinner, you just buy more garland.
Yeah.
How y'all be celebrating Christmas? What's some of y'all Christmas traditions?
So those are my 2 assignments from my therapist. Make cookies.
You like cookies, though. Neil used to fake the funk while I used to be in that kitchen all day making cookies.
Yeah.
And he like, I just take one.
Them lemon ones be so damn good. Can we just make those? We ain't got to make 12 days of cookies. We can just make
Wait, what was the assignment? Aren't you supposed to make, and when 12 days of cookie show, we don't mean literally cookies, but every day you're supposed to make a different type of dessert. And we usually start with cookies, but then we make it easy. So we do like macarons where it's just like coconuts and condensed milk. We'll do like a dump cake. Like you're supposed to do some type of sweet or dessert daily.
She just said cookies and a Christmas tree. Start there. Okay. I'm starting small.
Stay tuned for Monday, y'all. Yeah, we gonna do it.
And I told her, I don't know. She's like, what are you feeling about this? I said, I feel very reluctant to do this.
Why are you reluctant?
Because.
You know you like the cookies. You reluctant about the tree. That's what you're reluctant about. You ain't reluctant about the cookies.
I'm like Plops on Blackish. Spoiler alert.
What's his name? Plops.
Pops.
Oh, Pops.
What was her name? Lunette.
Yeah, Lunette got the fuck out of there.
She broke up with that nigga on Christmas Day.
Gladly. Pops got sad, honey.
Mm-hmm.
And he just drank some liquor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, now what else going on with you?
That's about it. Other than that, just therapy. Work going good. Just getting prepared for things.
Cool.
My travel schedule is coming up soon.
Ooh. But don't worry, y'all. We ain't going to do like you did last time.
I don't know. You never know.
No, we're a little bit more thoughtful in 2020.
I can't help that, I'm so booked and busy
Yeah.
that niggas,
Sorry, excuse y'all. He's just celebrating like a white man.
people be wanting me. And for the whole month of November, I was only in the United States for 5 days.
Just excuse him.
You hear me? I was
We hear you
in
now.
the month of November. I was only in the United States for 5 days.
Thank you. Is that something proud of with me and Mabel behind?
Y'all could have came.
So I took care of Mabel, took her out all them times. So I need some get you gotchas.
Ain't no get you gotchas.
So
There's been times your ass is out in fucking Singapore,
for
fucking New York,
for 5 days,
fucking Austin, and I had to do all that shit on my own.
Single father.
Yes.
What we doing there?
You're lucky you ain't come back and I had somebody else there to take your spot.
You go ahead. You can risk it all if you want.
You don't know how many times chicks was hitting on me because of Mabel.
You can risk it all if you want. You just beware the consequences because I ain't no hoe. So you can risk whatever you want. You can act gladly risk whatever you want.
Oh shit.
Who be hitting on you, Nero, because of Mabel?
I just, when I was be out talking shit.
Where you be out? You took Mabel out the house?
Yeah, dog parks, to the mall and shit.
You take Mabel to the mall. See, those are problems
Outdoor
there.
Mall.
So how
Target.
Yeah, I do take Mabel to Target. So tell me how it worked when they roll up on you.
They was like, "Ooh, how people be. First, people come rub your dog first. It's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'm rubbing your dog.
Ugh.
I'm rubbing your dog. I didn't even actually fucking touch her. It's like, oh no,
You lucky
okay.
she ain't bite you.
Oh, she's just a sweet girl. What's her name? Mabel. Oh, Mabel.
People really be fond to that name. It's like, do y'all know somebody named Mabel?
No, they don't.
They just haven't heard it.
Oh, how long have you had her? It's like, oh,
A year?
she's
A year on the 18th.
She's a rescue. So, I just said when I wanted a dog, I just wanted to make sure I got a rescue.
You alive?
Oh, you're just
okay.
a sweet man.
Nero was going to get a designer dog. Nero was going to submit a form and be like, where I submit my money at?
You're just a sweet man.
I was the one that was like, let's go rescue.
What are you doing later on today?
Shut up. People don't do that.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
You want to grab coffee or something?
You ever grab coffee with people?
No, I don't even drink coffee. I don't like people like that.
You don't like people like that. As soon as they said coffee, I would have been on board.
I know you would have.
I'm like, where at?
As many times niggas that hit on Nyambi, and Nyambi just be giving her phone number and shit.
I don't.
Yes, you do. Nero, I'm sorry. Somebody asked me for my phone number. I gave it to them. I thought they was just asking to keep in touch professionally. But halfway through it, after I gave them number, I said I had to tell them, "Oh, I'm attached.
I'm married. I'm partnered.
I'm
I'm using all
partnered.
types of terms.
Just using everything. I'm attached." It's like, Nikki, you already gave out your number.
Ain't that attached?
It be Nyami to be doing the questionable stuff. Nyami the one that made a dating profile for the people, the single people with dogs.
I thought it was just for dogs. I thought it was for dogs.
So you the one that's
I was
been
trying
doing.
to find Mabel a date.
You the one that's been doing all types of questionable shit.
It's not questionable.
It is questionable.
Sorry.
It is questionable, fellas. If your woman called and told you, "Hey, I just gave out my number to somebody. I ain't mean to do it." I'm sorry. What would you say or do?
What did you think when I said that?
Oh, I said, well, let me go on here to get my coins together. That's why I say I need to create this a secret bank account.
I told you the truth. Mm-hmm. And when I create the doggy profile, just in case you Google me, like, what the fuck is this profile?
Mm-hmm. I think you told me the truth so you can stay ahead of it.
Shut up.
Hey, Nyambi, I created a Tinder profile when I was out and about because I was lonely in the hotel and I wanted to have lunch with somebody.
No, it'd be very innocent. Don't do that. Come on, we doing shout out Friday.
I'm gonna do that next. So I can have lunch or dinner with somebody, so I ain't have to eat alone.
Whatever,
nigga.
I ain't mean it.
Mm-hmm.
The dog profile I really didn't mean. I thought it was like people who like new to the area. They got dogs and use the dog to play dates.
No,
because it be clicked up with them dogs.
This was a Tinder for dog people. And that nigga's like, how Mabel and what that pussy be like.
He ain't say that, but it was close. Oh my God. Why are you asking so many questions about me? Mabel's okay. How's Rooster? You thought I was playing hard to get.
Mm-hmm. Asked you about that pussy.
Shut up. It's a shout out Friday.
Yeah, it's a shout out Friday.
All right, cool.
All right, as always, to leave a 5-star rating review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. I can't even get the words out.
I know you can't. Podcast.
Nigga tired tongue.
I know.
Well, first from Apple Podcasts. We only got one, which I'm kind of sad about.
Well, nigga, you been gone for the whole month. What they supposed to say?
They miss me? How much they miss me?
That ain't how I work on podcast reviews.
Said, love you, sis, bruh, cuz, by these millennials. It says, I love you guys. I stay laughing. Thank you for being a black couple that touches on everything. Only question I have is, how do you guys handle being one? How do you guys handle one being spiritual and the other isn't heavy in church?
Did we do an episode on that?
Yeah, I thought we did.
Maybe we can come talk about that Monday. That'd be our topic. Well, you know, Naomi be love the Lord.
She do.
Ain't nobody getting in the way of that, honey.
And I ain't gonna stop her either.
I think that's the thing. I guess we answer it now. Niram, I would say Niram is spiritual. Niram's not religious. So I don't think he likes the practice of being in church, the singing, like the community that is around church. But Niram, don't let Niram fool you. He is spiritual. Niram believes, and you correct me if I'm wrong, like Niram does not believe he's just here by a slip fall and a mistake in a tadpole falling in the water, right? Niram does believe people are interconnected. There's a bigger reason. So I think by us just having similar core values when it comes to that, that makes it okay. If he doesn't like to go to church every Sunday, that's cool. But I do think it might be hard for me to be with someone who's like, I believe all this was a mistake. I don't know what you're talking about. There is no greater purpose. There is no interconnectedness. There is no rhyme or reason for anything. I think that's different. But when you're with someone else, like, yeah, this is happening for a reason. I might not know that reason. I'm not sure what that reason or that end outcome looks like, but this is happening for a broader reason. I think that's where we connect to on a broader. Quickly. I would say quickly answer that question. What do you think?
I agree.
But now it would be hard to be in a couple where they were like, no, I think, I don't know, a dinosaur sneezed and that's like
Maybe.
That would be a little rougher for me. But saying that that's the only option, right? So I think it's if you have two folks or two on the opposite sides of the spectrum and neither couple was willing to budge, that's when it becomes difficult. Neither person are willing to budge, right? So you have someone so far on creationism that they don't believe in evolution, right? Like, I believe in evolution. And all Christians don't, right? Or you have someone so far on the evolution spectrum that they're like, nope, don't think it's any other type of thing happening out here. Do not think it's a higher power. So I think that the fact, honestly, we're both kind of in the middle of it. I think I'm just a little more outwardly with my love for the Lord, honey, because I know what he done did for me, and he'll do it for you too. But
yeah, I think that's what it goes down to. Like, I consider myself more agnostic when it comes down to it, but I really don't like Naomi said, I just don't subscribe to
like the religious practices.
I don't. Yeah, I don't subscribe to any of that. Yeah. And I think that's what it comes down to. Like, but yeah, you want to be spiritual, you want to meditate, you want to do whatever, you can do whatever you want. Thing is, I ain't gonna talk about you. Like, however, like some atheists out there be like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
You idiot.
You dumb.
Yeah.
You really think that? Like, I'm just the type of dude like, oh, you do that? Cool.
Yeah.
And I think that goes down to like my my gamma, me being like a gamma personality.
Yeah.
Like versus the alpha or beta. It's like me. I was like, oh, that's what you like? Yes. Okay. It don't make me shit or piss. So.
Yeah, I agree. And I think same thing as a Christian, right? Believing in evolution as a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I do believe things evolve over time. I do believe it's a survival of the fittest. I do believe people, animals, and things as time, they adjust body parts, traits, DNA to live in this world the best they can be. I believe in that. But on the same hand, I do believe that God is the grand architect of the world too. And I just believe they both can live in the same space. A lot of people can't. And that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Next now.
Yeah, you gonna do Fly News Guy?
Sure. So this is from Let Fly News Guy. It says, the subject is Grandma always said, keep your head on in them books. The message says, hey, Black Love Matters family. Your favorite Twitter cousin, Fly News Guy, is checking in. Well, I finally reached another decade and can't explain the feeling of turning 30. Now, why don't y'all tell me the celebration would be like my 21st birthday all over again? I can't even begin to explain the genuine love and support from my family and friends as I start what's considered my prime era.
Shit, nigga, I went to Vegas.
Yeah, 30 was lit. I would say 30 better than 21 because you got hopefully
'Cause
you got
some
more money.
You got a little bit more
and if
money.
you don't got money, at least somebody around
Your
you
friends got
somebody.
money.
Somebody got money.
Somebody was responsible enough to get a good ass job to be like, hey, I can fund this.
Somebody was like, I'll buy the drinks. Somebody was like, I'll pay for the dinner. Somebody, it is, I agree. Then he says, get back to the basics and read. Was truly a word from episode 289. I wanted to share a book with Black Love Matters family that has truly spoken to my spirit. It's called Heart Talk, Poetic Wisdoms for a Better Life. Has been the poetic wisdom to keep me going through this troubling year after losing so many loved ones, heartache, and overall depression. This book will bring you to tears of gratefulness. Knowledge is power, and Amazon is the plug for all books.
Ain't he?
Come on, Jeff. Here are a couple I plan to add to my reading list and library. The Original Black Elite by Elizabeth Dowling Taylor, The Mother of Black Hollywood, a memoir by Jennifer Lewis, and Our Kind of People Inside America's Black Upper Class by Lawrence Otis Grahams. Please, peace and blessing, Fly News Guy. Oops, I forgot something. Nyambi, thank you for recommending Amazing Grace. I recently watched on Hulu while working the weekend shift, and not even 5 minutes into the documentary, the tears start to flow. This one everyone should watch. It definitely to be added to my DVD collection. Amazing Grace will bring you to tears, even if you atheist. Because it's something about being in a black church, and when that organ begin to cry, it feel like the crying of years of ancestors of oppression.
What?
Y'all know what I'm talking about when that organ start up. I think that's what I miss about Silicon Valley. We don't have no at church. We don't have no organ.
No.
I think when I go to Detroit and I be in church and that organ play, I feel like the tears bubble up in my spirit.
Because most of the organs are like made into the wall.
Well, that's an organ, nigga. Yes. But out church in
These
Silicon
new churches,
Valley,
it's like we don't want to build no organ to no wall.
oh my God, it's someone that organ start boom boom. I'm like, oh, I'm about to cry. It is something, and then it's something about Aretha who be sweating, and then James Cleveland who be wiping that sweat off his face, and when James Cleveland stepped back from that piano and just had to shout because the weight of glory fell on him. Watch Amazing Grace. That'd be a good Christmas movie. You don't think, Nero?
Our next email's from Kia.
Shout out to them books too, y'all.
Yeah.
Get in to read. I read The Mother of Black Hollywood, and I'm reading that Black Upper Class one too. It was very good. The Mother of Black Hollywood, it's a great book. Get it on audiobook though. Hearing Jennifer Lewis read her own book, my God.
It's
You
like
heard a little bit of it, didn't you?
it's
I
like somebody-
recommended you listen to it.
It's like there's somebody that's telling you the game.
Somebody is telling you the game, and someone is telling you their life. Get it on the book, but get it audiobook. Like, it is so well done. All right, now read our next one.
We got one for Key.
Oh, Kiki.
It says, hey.
Hey, Key.
It says, hey, y'all. Long time. No freaking talk. I'm glad you are still doing a podcast and that you are settling in the Bay. I'm not sure if you remember, but I moved to Cali.
I do.
And now I'm in Washington with my boyfriend. I love it out here, but it reminds me of the Bay, but minus the craziness that comes with it. I miss the black culture in the Bay, but it's okay. There's a rather large African community
DC?
here.
Wait, Washington State?
Washington State.
Yeah, it's
It
like
is.
cities. Yeah, well, I forgot what city the black people live in. Like, there's a few
we
cities.
talked about how like
We went to the African American Museum in Washington State.
yeah.
And there is clumps of black people. I didn't even know that.
I'm here trying to find out more friends out here, and so far I'm doing good with socializing and things.
Yeah.
Child, my boyfriend and I done purchased a condo. Look at y'all.
What?
Look at y'all making it up.
Oh,
Just getting
congratulations.
it.
Black wealth.
All right. We need a congratulatory. I can't get a congratulatory song. He is getting out the Navy soon. They need to get. He done his time. Sometimes I equate the military with like jail, on the fact that you got to do a bid there. With that said, I was wondering if you can give me some ideas for a countdown. He is looking forward to the day he is officially done. Pinterest is not helping me. I want to make sure that I am being a supportive girlfriend in this interim time because he feels like he is in limbo right now and he hates it. He has about 5 months left. All the glory be to God.
Amen.
Won't you do it?
Yes, he will.
Mm-hmm. I just wanted to check in and let y'all know that we still out here living. Oh, sidebar. I heard that you are looking for a VA. She's shooting her shot. Actually, this is VA. Okay. Okay. All right.
Good for you, sis.
You know what? Don't hit it out there because you never know. She said, I heard you looking for a VA, which we still are. We've just been traveling. Actually do some VA work and create a company called the Assistant Advocate. All right. I don't charge much. I'm in beginning stage. All right. But check it out. If you need any services, let your girl know.
I might reach out. I know you're in the final stages of finding your person, but I might need one.
I think we need one, period, for Black Love Matters. Like, and we got a couple applicants and things, and I think we need to relook at that at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
But with so much things going on, and like, your work is picking up. Like, your work hasn't changed, and like, I'm not as home as much as I was. That it just becomes, I won't say a hassle, but we definitely need support.
I know. Okay. Nero done got a little piece of other job and talking about what do you think Nyambi used to do?
I know, but the thing, did you not hear me when I said I'm not as at home as much as I used to?
Oh, I did hear you.
So I used to been able to run all of it, like do all the stuff, and you just come home and just do the podcast.
I just come home.
You did. You just came home. You were like, let me look at the notes. All right, cool, let's go. Versus now, like both of us getting home at 7, 8 o'clock, and you're like, you did the podcast. You looked at it like, nigga, no, both our asses.
Okay, Key, we might be reaching out at the first of the year.
So it's a few people on our list we need to reach out to.
My email won't be Nyambi, so.
No, actually, and at the beginning of the year, I think it's time for us to get some Black Love Matters at blacklovematters.com emails.
Oh yeah, to make it official.
Because the thing is, I just never set it up. Because, Nyambi has to be like, I don't know how long we're going to do this.
I did not say that. We're going on like 3 years. Why do you say like any day I'm going to drop out?
Nyambi be threatening.
I don't threaten.
Nyambi threatened to take Mabel back at least 4 times a week.
I don't.
You do.
When she show out.
I don't know, Niram. I think we should take her back. And it's like, you can't take her back. We got to give her ass up for adoption. We done had her longer. It ain't like we just take her back like, oh, she's not working. We got to put her ass up for adoption. We got to re-sign adoption papers.
Neil was not a human.
We got to re-sign adoption papers.
Gladly.
Read the one from Ty.
All right. It says subject, the cookie jar relationship, views from a 95 baby. It says, hey, y'all, after listening to y'all amazing podcast, y'all... all throughout my junior and senior years of undergrad, I finally grew up the courage to send an email to be featured on Shout Out Friday.
Look at that.
Like a member of the 95 baby community is due time for us to step in to give our perspective despite the hate that comes from hating ass Nyambi towards our community. I love you though. Cause y'all crazy. Crazy. Even my cousins in 95, I be trying to talk to them. I'm like, I don't know what y'all talking about. And Euphoria put a seal on it. Euphoria, another data point. Anyway, but I most definitely have been in a cookie jar relationship. I was actually the queen of cookie jar relationships. I don't know if it's my approach to guys or their response to me, but I just never was the relationship or quote type. But there was only one that was memorable, and it may be the most cringeworthy, hilarious relationship I've ever experienced. I met this young guy while working on the front counter at Chick-fil-A. I had grew up the courage to walk up on his bright skin fellow after being forced by my coworkers to grow a pair. We had a good 5-minute conversation before my manager quickly called me back to my station.
Yeah, get your ass back over here.
Better get this Polynesian sauce. He came back the next day, asked for my number, and from that moment, I just knew I was the shit.
Just like in 95's baby.
That week, we went on a date to the movies to see the sequel to Cloverfield. Oh, yeah, that was trash. Trash movie. Following the movie, we talked outside for hours and automatically clicked. Seeing as we didn't want the party to end, we decided to meet up at a bonfire at my school's Black community was hosting later that night. Everything was lit. We both were vibing and grooving until this gorgeous chocolate Meg 3 Stallion looking chick
Meg the Stallion.
walks up and gives him the most sensual hug. My heart automatically dropped. Deep down, I knew she was into him, but I was drunk and in denial. So I stayed and parlayed until them gunshots rang out. It ain't a party if ain't no gunshots ring out. I can't with y'all. I was wondering where y'all at. Y'all in the country doing bonfires. As everybody hit the ground, oh my God. I looked around to see where this man was and to see him protecting her and leading her to her car. Meanwhile, that was the last time I heard from him. To my surprise,
you didn't drop a line. Meanwhile, I'm laying
lost. Oh, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, I'm laying there looking lost and helpless. So I dragged my butt home, knowing that would be the last time I heard from him. To my surprise, we ended up talking, air quote, on and off for 2 years following that, and going on dates where I'm here and there, but never making any moves towards commitment. He even hung out a couple of times with the same girl. And every time we did, I'll jokingly hint to him that he was going to be that she was going to be his future wifey. He would always laugh it off, but I could tell deep down he wanted to be true. The last time we even hung out was actually the day he met my family. I invited him down to my family's cookout without actually telling anybody but my mom that he was coming. So,
ooh, that was a setup.
That was a setup. So everyone was in the cookout without actually telling. So what is that? Wait, so
everyone was in a huge surprise.
What do you say, Nero?
Right here, baby.
Oh, there we go. The screen was blocking it. So everyone was in for a huge surprise. He thought he was just chilling out, getting food and drinks. My parents thought they were going to have no uninvited guests attending their cookout. He came in black family fashion. My family roasted him one by one because he was bright as the sun. They're like, oh, this is fun. It was when he got to my dad that things went downhill quickly. I couldn't even remember exactly what was said, but all I know is that the next thing I see was his feet in the air, my grandma screaming, and my dad had him jacked up by his neck. What? Needless to say, if I didn't know the relationship wasn't going anywhere before, I definitely knew it then, and it was the last time we air quote talked in on any level other than friends. Sincerely yours, your favorite 1995 baby Ty. Child, you knew he wasn't shit from the beginning. He must have been one of them soft cookies. Them good ones you just keep going back to. Because he said something ridiculous. I already know he said something really out of pocket to your daddy. And he was like, first of all, you're eating my ribs.
Yeah, you know how daddies be.
Yeah.
What are your attentions with my daughter?
And he probably like, I don't got an attention.
I ain't got
she just
I'm
cool
just,
to hang
cool.
out. She a cool chick. What the fuck?
She a cool chick. I'm here to eat barbecue. The fuck?
I'm kind of a bitch nigga.
I actually got a girl I'm talking to on the side. You don't know.
And I bet the daddy was like, listen.
Nigga, what?
You gotta go. The daddy see him, hear him, and affirm him. He had to get the fuck out of here. Shout out to your dad. Go ahead, Nerims.
We got one for Red Band. What's up, Red Band? How you been, buddy? She says, well, what's the subject? December 2019 updates.
I like how people jumping together in a month.
Well, my Ancestry.com DNA profile just got updated, and I am 40% Nigerian.
Okay, shout out to Nigerian. Igbo, what type of Nigerian?
Until the white folks change that.
Yeah.
On some real, working in white spaces and tech, with tech, I have come to realize that white advances white, and it doesn't matter how much I work my black ass off in the other areas. It's hard to get picked for incumbent assignments in different areas in the company because it goes out to the young folks who have been there for less than 6 months, and the people who have been there for 4 years don't get interviews, which is discriminatory as fuck because you're supposed to be interviewed all applicants. I found myself asking time and time again, going through other people to get training to expand, and it hasn't happened.
What's wrong?
No, it just threw me off. What has me talking shit on the floor, and I know that's never a good thing. With that said, I need young white folks and just white folks in general to stop gatekeeping. Your shit not hot and it's tiring.
Yes.
I can't find another high paying job because they don't exist at the level of education that I have, which isn't college. I am making around $20 an hour, $20 an hour. Well, I'm making a little bit more, but I'm not saying the amount because I I don't ever,
More people, you know, what's supposed to be checking dollars and
I
tax
don't
returns.
ever want it to come back on me. I can afford to live to be on my own in a small town, but I can do it. The sad part about it is simply the fact that it's not enough black folks in the area where I can just jump for good paying jobs to a great paying job without good talent
Yeah.
or a degree to back them up.
Yeah.
Also, all I want for my life is a great, loving, stable relationship with someone. I know I have chronic health issues, but I manage it myself and take care of me. I just don't want to spend my life looking for someone, and coming to empty four walls. I'm glad to have you two back, and it's sad that black popular destination spots are being colonized and make those white folks eat jerk chicken and spices as it is intended. It's cultural experience. It's a cultural experience, not a white one.
Send you good energy, like Red
Red
Bear. You're gonna get you somebody. And that is true. That corporate America is really about your network and your circle and your brand and getting folks. I have this conversation, and a lot of my friends disagree on it. I believe in advancing black people any way that I can. And a lot of my black counterparts are like, well, black people be fucking up. And I see white people so many times, and they be having their folks, and they be fucking up too.
Yeah.
But we don't allow ourselves to do that. I don't care. Yeah, I know I don't put people on who fucked up. I don't care. So do white people. Honestly, I use that as a thing. Like, say if I put somebody on, they be fucking up, and I think I think that goes back to then our perception. So then are we worried the white people gonna look at us? You make us look crazy. But I say you just got bounds for a good lawsuit because they be like, so Nyamba, ain't that your friend? Yeah, and let them keep digging into it. I'm like, so are you saying because they're black?
Yeah.
That's all you got to say. And what they gonna do? They hit them with the Maybach. I want to go out for a walk. But it is something. Network and brand is important. Red Baron, you might have to play the game a little bit.
Yeah.
You might have to hang out with some of them young white folks to get in their circle.
Yeah, you gotta. I went to a networking event.
I know it hurts.
It hurts, but you gotta put on your brightest smile.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go
and turn on that charisma.
Yeah, because you got it, and you're talented.
I told you, I met a nigga I met a white guy who was building the Tesseract, dealing with time machines and shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to lunch with his ass so I can figure out what's what.
Yeah, and I agree. And I hear what you're saying. Like, even in my place, like, I've been pretty grateful and blessed that I've been consistently moving forward. But I do know how to navigate white spaces. That's kind of a second language for me, white speak. But, like, even around, I see in my circle, like, there's a young white girl. We'll call her Melissa's. And the world's filled with Melissa's. And the thing is, it's not that she doesn't do good work. She does good work. But that's the thing. She just does good work. And because she just does good work, her impact is like amplified.
Yeah.
And like people don't even see it. Like even my work manager, like, oh, Melissa's so good, don't you think? And I'm like, yeah, she good. But it's like she's just the world set her up to be. Why wouldn't she?
Right.
Like I don't think they understand. Like, well, why wouldn't she be?
Yeah, why would she be doing good work? She's Melissa.
What obstacles in her way?
Yes, you know about time management.
Like, what do you?
And managing time and shit.
Like, and I don't know how. I still haven't figured out how to articulate that to white people in a digestible way. I think niggas and brown people, or even poor people, get it when I'm saying, yeah, of course Melissa's gonna do good. And I'm not saying Melissa, I'm just using air quote, ain't had a life that maybe was difficult. White people really good claiming that's not right. That's they live truth because they family been on these opioids and drugs has been heavy. Because that's becoming more prominent in the white community because there's a lot more folks on that shit. I'm not saying Melissa people ain't went through that, but I will say Melissa navigating in this world as a white woman, skinny, blonde hair, educated, she all right. She can rebound. There's spaces for her. There's spaces of love, warm, and welcome that's here for her compared to other populations that is not, and it would be twice as hard.
Yeah.
So, so I'm with you, Red Baron. I'm even navigating that. And I don't even interact with me, but how sometimes you just hear people's voices be like, if you say that bitch name one more time, what is that about now? Do you know what I'm saying? What is that? Like,
I'm in a situation like that now. It's she does good work, but
she just do good work.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't she do good work?
And then
like that's not special. Like,
and then like, well, I don't feel like we should have to call out anyone. Like, why we just can't? Like, Melissa,
yeah,
this is marketing. Why you work in marketing then?
Yeah, you in the wrong field. If we can't, well, you know how you want words on that when you talk about call out culture. You like, I don't think it's call out culture. If you feel it's call out culture, I think our team has a threat to site safety. So that means there's a lack of site safety and trust on our team where we can't call people out authentically because we feel as if there's something going on. I'm not trying to call out anyone. I'm just trying to make sure we have strong site safety and trust. You like that?
Yep.
Go ahead and shut that bitch down with that. And then you hit her with, do you feel as if there's a lack of trust on this team or site safety? Yeah, that's what she's going to do. What? I'm happy to talk with you about it. Bitch, take this critique. Shout out to Netflix. Netflix supposed to have allegedly toxic environment that they'll tell you you trash in a minute. Never mind. All right, what's our next one there?
You got one from Tara. Go ahead and read that. This is
Tara says, King Jesus. It says, welcome back after a month of Sundays. But y'all, I don't know what source you have for that as long as I got King Jesus. But that song does say Butte. Okay. I've been lied, cheated, talked about, mistreated. I've been Butte. What was the word we thought? What did it turn up being?
I don't know.
Scorn, talked about, as sure as you're born. That's the Colonizer website, y'all checked. I absolutely love that song. I couldn't let you do Vicky Winans like that. Much love from 50. Much love from Philly. I thought it was Butte too, but then we googled the lyrics, and I was like, oh, is it that? You know, black gospel, when you get in the spirit, you just go with the words that come to your spirit.
Right. You just
as long as it's with the cadence of the song, you okay.
I think it was the Googles.
What the Google done lie? I gotta submit a what's it called when you submit feedback?
Yeah, because truthfully, what I did, I said as long as I got King Jesus lyrics.
Yeah.
You know how Google just pop up and to show you results right then and there. Look, I've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated. I've been used.
I'm gonna submit feedback. You know, on Google, I do appreciate Google. Google on any of their sites, they be like, submit feedback. See now, feedback. I'm gonna submit feedback. I'm gonna be like, it ain't used. It's Butte. I thought it was Butte too. Do we got Vicky? Can we hear what she's saying?
Let me see. We got genius.com too. This Rap Genius. Let's see.
I've been lied on, cheated, talked about. I've been used.
Yeah.
Can we get Vicky on the beat? Can we get Vicky on the beat to confirm what Queen has to say about this?
And that's why I said it's used and Butte. Does that even sound the same?
I mean, they're not the exact same, but they could be interchanged in a sentence. Like Butte is like when someone like just talk down on you and like just really going in on you for no reason. Like it's an old school word.
I want you to know, long as I got King Jesus,
listen, y'all let us know what y'all hear.
I don't need nobody else. Do you hear me what I said?
Do you hear me what I said?
Long as I got King Jesus,
okay.
I don't need
Is it right
nobody
Yeah, she's
else.
right
Come
there.
on.
I don't know. You know, if this is the lie. Okay, you gotta listen.
I feel like having a little church this evening.
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Let it ride. Come on, Vicky. Bring it home.
Here we go. Here, listen, y'all.
She talked about mistreated. I've been beat, scorned.
Oh.
Is it used? Is it scorned? I hear used now. Did they change it? Is this the Mandela effect? I think this is y'all Google the Mandela effect.
I think the way she
it's Butte.
I've been viewed. I've been used. I've been viewed.
Can someone
I've been used.
hit Twitter with Vicky Winans?
She talked about mistreated. I've been beat, scorned.
I heard you that time.
I've been used.
I think.
Hold on, we got to listen to
one more time.
We got to listen to the ad libs. Listen to the background singers.
Oh, I ain't even listening to them.
Listen to the background singers.
I don't think they say nothing after.
They
Butte.
do.
Okay.
Talked about shows
You ready? Listen. Don't listen to her. We're gonna listen to the background. I went back to it.
She talked about mistreated.
I think they said Butte. I don't know what to call it. Can somebody at Vicky Winans? Vicky, is it rebuked or used? I guess it depends on the spirit of the season.
Because it's the thing. It's like she drags it out. So it's like I've been abused,
or I've been used.
I've been used.
Both make sense.
I've been abused.
Used, scorned. Can you at least get to that court? Can we at least get to God, King Jesus?
Talked about I've been lied on, cheated. Talked about mistreated. I've been beat, scorned. Talked about shows
Been up, down. Let that beat drop. Hey.
Long as I got King Jesus, long as I got King Jesus, long as I don't need nobody else. I've been lied on,
Okay.
cheated,
Talked about, treated.
No. We lost.
I don't know. I don't know. Because I can see how it's like a manipulation of words.
Yeah, I mean, that's the beauty of black gospel.
It's like a manipulation of words. Because like
That's how good she is.
yeah, because it's like I've been used. I've been used.
It depends how she sings it.
Yeah. And like the background people, I can't even hear them.
Because of her.
Jesus.
I'm a tweeter. I'm going to send her a DM.
And we got one from Juliana as well. And she's like, a white person wrote those lyrics.
Oh, they talk about this too.
It says Butte for sure.
I told you.
I don't know. It's up in the air. I need Vicky Winans
I'll reach out to Queen Vicky
to come on here.
Can
come
we
on the
interview
show.
and sing it.
Look, we love your song. But there's some disagreement in the black
in the
love
Muslim
matters.
community. Just like you see Uno came out and said you niggas can stack all them cards.
Yeah.
It's a lie. Them is lies.
Let's get to these
No,
voicemails.
Uno's out. Uno is still a lie. I don't care what you Negroes say.
Yo, Jeremy Nayani, what up, though?
Sir
Hey, what
Jeffrey,
up?
you got a hurricane behind you, nigga?
Yeah, where he at? New York? Coming from them tunnels.
Oh.
Haven't talked to you guys in a while.
Too
Haven't
long.
left a voicemail in a while. I know you guys have been traveling. Darren was in Berlin. You were in Singapore, so, you know, I'm proud that you guys are able to get out there as, you know, black people and show that, you know, we need to get out there and travel more.
Yeah.
Like, that's really something to aspire to. So I'm grateful for that inspiration. I'm glad that Mabel's still doing good.
Mm-hmm.
She said,
And,
Maybe
you know, I'm looking forward to catching up on the episodes. You guys know how it is
Yep.
when you got a mad, seriously, like, I got like a high heat case of itis all over my body. So, you know, next week is the last week of school.
Yes.
So, you know, I'm just trying to get all these fucking papers out and, you know, it's crunch time. So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, start re-engaging, you know, cause I definitely down since day one.
Yeah, we
I
miss
love
you,
y'all. Blessed up. Talk to you soon.
all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Yeah, all y'all folks, I be forgetting. Y'all finishing up this week, next week.
Mm-hmm.
Finish strong, y'all. Hang on there. Don't give up now.
So I was talking to Mike, and she was like, you know, I was talking to one of my friends about y'all podcast, and it's like, oh, what podcast? She's like, Black Love Matters. It's like, I listen to Black Love Matters, and she's going, them my friends. I went to school with them. I said, oh my God, stop telling our business. I know them in real life. I've been to their house. And she's like, y'all just don't know how many people be out there. I said, that'd be Nayan. Be like, I'm the one that be looking at the
I
numbers.
be thinking it'd be me, Sir Jeffrey, Juliana, Bree. It's just like
No.
10 of us. We just have a real circling conversation.
Niggas be listening, baby.
I appreciate y'all.
Let's see. What's this other number? Oh, okay. Let's see. I already know this number. It's Shan.
What?
Miriam and Nyambi.
I'm starting to realize
Tell
numbers
you,
now.
this episode was everything because being black and not so black spaces. Now that is a conversation, and I hate that y'all stop talking at the end of that because I'm going to pick it up in a topic on my podcast. She Gets It probably sometime this week because I always think about that when my nephews are out or when I go to different places on if it is safe or is this an area where, this may happen or how people will treat you.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a good thing. But you know what? I miss you guys. I miss you guys like
miss you too, Shane.
when parents drop off their kids at their grandparents' house and be like, I'll be right back. And y'all ain't been back in weeks. That's how I feel. I feel like that child. But I look forward to the episode on Wednesday. And yes, I am at work with entitled people. So I'm going to go. This is Shan. Bye.
All right. Bye.
Let's see. Shan left us more. Shan left us some more.
9-9-D. Well, let me tell y'all, welcome back to the United States. You guys went to my parents' land.
Yeah.
Jamaica.
Yeah.
But girl, I'm listening to the episode and I missed you guys.
Yeah.
When you said Miriam's breath smelled like peppermint and bad pussy. Oh my God! What a combination! I just got a smell of my nose of thought, and it was disgusting. So thank you for that, Nyambi, and no thanks. I will continue to listen. Bye.
Nia got on my nerves so much so that Nia called me with empathy. Nia was like, "I know you don't got a lot of non-negotiables, but you don't like bringing them food on the plane." And but a nigga that had a nerve to bring fish was a level of disrespect that I almost left him. I was like, so that means Niram doesn't listen to me at all.
Look, you the one that had the fish in your purse.
Because you're going to eat it once we landed. Now, I'm not saying you can't eat at the airport, but do we have to eat on this metal tube?
Yes.
When the air is circulating.
We are riding Southwest, and I'm trying to make sure nobody sitting next to my ass.
Jesus, I'm not saying you can't eat the fish because we had an hour layover. Just eat it at the layover.
No, and then the fish get all bad.
It was not have been bad. Go ahead.
That was my strategy.
All right, Miriam and Nyambi, it's Shan. On the behalf of my parents and my culture that I grew up with. All right, let me tell you about these Jamaicans, okay?
Tell me about the
Jamaicans at the resort. Because they work at the resort and they don't work inside of the actual town of real Jamaican life, they already feel like they're above a Jamaican from quote-unquote yard. Yeah. So they already feel like this sense of bouginess.
Yeah.
And then it is, not saying that it is good, but it is customary for Jamaican quote-unquote service to be rude or damn!
Yeah.
Have some niceness about it. They don't have no niceness about it. It's just, here, gimme, guan, all of that. Yeah. It is very brash how they do service. And the food at the resort is never going to be as good as the food that you could get from the actual city, or if you go into different towns or different parishes. It's never going to be as good because they Americanize, or they assume what Americans want, or they assume how much heat or spice Americans will take. So you're never going to get good Jamaican food at the resort. Now, there are some Jamaican politicians working on having hotels and restaurants in town that tourists can come to get a real feel of the Jamaican culture and have good food. When you go on the street and you stop at the side of the road and you have good chicken or good jerk or good goat soup.
Right. I want somebody to cut up that goat that's on the side
in front of me. Is that because I know what real good Jamaican food tastes like, and I'd be like, "This ain't it.
This ain't it.
This ain't." This is me. I'm looking at them like,
I ain't even bitten to a Scotch bonnet. This is bell pepper.
Ooh, I'm so glad this thing beat after I burped because my G, when I tell you this church's biscuit be hitting, my God. So, I was saying about the Jamaican culture. It's very hit or miss there in Jamaica. You're going to get rudeness. But next time, if you guys do go to Jamaica, fly Air Jamaica, first of all, to get some good, nice food on your flight there. Good food, good service, nice room on the jet.
Yeah.
And also, when you get to Jamaica, try to go with someone that is familiar with the heritage or familiar
that's what we were
with
thinking,
the
too. We got some
area
friends
and
from
can
Jamaica.
show you around.
Yeah,
Now, be mindful not to go with someone you do not know because you don't want to get yourself robbed or anything.
Exactly.
But you can better sightsee if you do that, and all-inclusive is best when going to Jamaica also. But that's when you're really going to get the full experience. And I'm sorry that y'all experience wasn't the best, but maybe next time it's better.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to continue to listen to the episode. Bye!
I ain't going back to Jamaica until like another 5-10 years.
No, I think I'll go back to Jamaica, but I think she's right. Like, I want to go back with some of my Jamaican friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I'm going back to Jamaica. Is with some of my Jamaican friends.
I had curry bones.
Oh my God. And the thing is, you can tell that they didn't realize how familiar we were with their shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, the Jamaican lady be like, da-da-da. I said, oh, honey, that ain't what that
Right.
is. That ain't the fish.
That ain't saltfish.
That ain't.
The hell you
this
talking
not,
about?
I don't know what this is.
This
This
don't
is
taste
cod.
like. This don't taste like ackee.
This is cod. I don't. I'm not familiar. And I think that surprised
You
me.
ain't got no cocoa bread for this?
Yeah, I said, what a cocoa bread at? What?
Is that a Jamaican resort and I had not
cocoa bread?
not one piece of cocoa bread?
Low hanging fruit. Who's
The
the
hell?
chef?
Chef, where's the cocoa bread?
God damn.
Jesus, y'all can go buy that somewhere. Fuck cocoa bread at. Anyways,
Yes.
To submit your Black Love story, go to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email, blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, head on over to that website. We got that SoundCloud. We got that voicemail. And that's at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. Remember, love is ever evolving.
Peace.
Peace.